Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. It's Chad from Green Acres. I know it's been a while. Hope y'all had a blessed and happy Thanksgiving. Always remember to be thankful. I think it's something that men always need to be thankful and content. And that's a word that I like even better, contentment. I think it's very important for us men, especially if you own a business, to be content, not worried about others and what others are doing and whether they're making more or less money. You know, as long as you're doing well and happy, that's really all that matters, right guys? So yeah, y'all, I did a thing today, this morning. Bought that saw there. Yeah, the Stihl 500i, arguably the best saw in the world. I'm sure some of y'all would argue that, but from what little research I've done and I know about chainsaws, it's definitely there's definitely an argument to claim that it is the best saw in the world. So yeah, I'm really excited about using it. I will be here shortly getting some footage over here. I've already been splitting some wood over here. So yeah, I'm gonna get some footage of me chewing through some of these logs over here by the splitter here shortly, and I'll get a chance to see how it feels and how it does. So yeah, I know, hey listen, it's an expensive saw. I feel like I kind of splurged a little bit for sure, but you know, I like nice things. I like stuff that's going to make the job easier, faster, you know, more productive, efficient, all that kind of stuff. So that's just kind of my thoughts when it comes to equipment, and a chainsaw is no different. I had a 362C that I bought, I guess, 3 years ago. It got stolen last January out of my garage. So yeah, I feel like I really need a backup, or actually, well, this will be my primary saw now. I've got a 261C. I've had it for like 10 years. And it's done great. So I feel like with the firewood production that I have, you know, things are going pretty well. The firewood, you know, I'm selling a fair amount, especially the bundles at Ace. Give those guys at Ace a shout out. But I feel like I could really use a really good chainsaw, and you can't get better than 500i from what I've read and researched, like I said before. So yeah, guys, I'm excited about it for sure. It's been a saw that's been kind of on my list, so to speak. I've been on the lookout for it. I've been waiting for the right opportunity. I got $50 off. The guys at Ace gave me $50 off the list price. Plus I had like $105 worth of coupons. So I think you ended up spending $15.50 plus tax. I think the sticker is $17.69. So yeah, it may have been, yeah, it was less than that actually. I can't really remember the exact price, exact numbers, but I did get a good $150 off the sticker price there, so that's good. But yeah, y'all, if you've been wondering where I've been at, it just hasn't been worth doing the videos, to be honest with you. The numbers just aren't good enough for whatever reason this time of year, but I appreciate all y'all, especially you guys that comment regularly. Give you guys a shout out. My man Wayne, you gotta start with Wayne because he's always comment almost every video. Ernest always comes one of my favorite, you know, I'd say he's probably arguably the smartest or most wise commenter on my channel for sure. You know, I love what he brings to the channel in the comments, all that kind of thing. And you got my buddy Ben, who's a big supporter. Go check out his channel, by the way, and get a chance. He could definitely use some encouragement. So yeah, if you go check out Ben Hendricks Outdoor Services, I'm not really sure what's under Ben, so you might have to comment and correct me if needed. But yeah, go check out Ben's channel. He offers some really unique perspectives on his videos and the things that he's talking about that we all can learn from and that kind of thing. So go check him out. Obviously Ray, Lee, big supporters. They have channels. Go check Ray's channel out. Obviously, probably my favorite YouTube channel. Me and Ray are a lot alike in terms of purchasing equipment and having good equipment, you know, to make more money with. So that's kind of my thing, guys. I know, like I said, I felt like I splurged a little bit, but in the end, it'll be worth it. Again, with the firewood production, I've got 3 tree jobs lined up, and I may even start on one this week that I could definitely use it for. So yeah, I went ahead and decided I'd pull the trigger and bought the 500i, and I'm excited about it. The main thing I'm worried about is obviously it gets stolen, so I'm gonna be very careful about making sure that it's locked up in my truck or in a toolbox, just out of sight, so people can't potentially just pull up to my truck and, you know, nab it real fast, that kind of thing. So that's obviously a concern, but I'm gonna do what I can to prevent that from happening. But I want to show y'all the land real quick, guys. Yeah, you can see the ryegrass starting to come up. I went ahead last 2 Saturdays ago and overseeded it again and added some fertilizer too. So you can tell it's starting to come up fairly well, especially in the burn spot. On the hillside down there by the tree line, it's really coming up good there. Can't really see it from here, but yeah, there's a little more shade, I think, so the water retention has allowed that ryegrass to really thrive and do better than it has up here. But I went ahead and overseeded this area again 2 weeks ago and fertilized it, so it should really start coming up with the rainfall. Yeah, perfect day for firewood. It's cold, damp, dreary, it's kind of misting. I'm hoping the sun will come out because I want to do some bundles. But I want that wood to dry off a little bit first before I start making some bundles. But yeah, perfect day for me to do firewood. It's too wet, obviously, to do any kind of lawn care related stuff, really. So yeah, I love coming out here, getting a chance to split some wood. And again, we'll get some clips of me firing up the 500i and see how it does. Looking forward to it. So yeah, shortly after this clip, that's what you'll see clips of. Shouldn't be a very long video, but hope you guys are doing well, y'all. Thankful, blessed, highly favored. God bless you. See you soon. Hey everyone, yeah, it's afternoon right now. It's about 3:30. I'm gonna work a little bit longer. I may end up doing some bundles over here. Probably make some pecan bundles. Pecan on the end, it's got a little bit left. That's a new white oak pile, red oak, hickory, and this is my bulk firewood pile, primarily water oak. And as you can see, this new pile that I produced earlier today just got done. Actually, go ahead and put the splitter up here in a minute, cover it up with tarp. After I did that, I went ahead and cut some more rounds. As you see, I'm trying to work through this pile here. These were logs that were here when they cleared the land back in July. So yeah, they're pretty well seasoned, as you can see. So my thinking is, if I run out of this pile here, which is gonna take some time, pretty big pile, it's starting to, yeah, you can see that little section starting to get taken out there. But that should be ready, you know, later this winter, you know, good and seasoned, dried out, good enough to burn. You know, I don't want to sell anybody any, you know, wet wood that doesn't burn, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, I got to sell all this first. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. But yeah, y'all, you see all the wood. I got a really good setup here. Really like my setup. I've got 3 different tree companies bringing me the bulk material, the trees themselves. I told them, yeah, I had the one company, my buddy Brad, that brought me this wood here from my friend Emery and Samantha's house when they cut the big tree down there. But I've got in contact with a couple others and just let them know about this location. So anytime they have only hickory and oak and like pecan, I don't want, you know, pine, I don't want sweet gum and stuff like that. Tell them just bring me a good batch, you know, trees that I can process, which is what I've been doing today, obviously. And if it works out for them, yeah, it'd be good with me. Just go ahead and drop it off over here. And I got a burn pile over there on the side. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna burn that probably this weekend. I talked to the owners over here, actually the son of the owners of the Roto-Rooter business earlier, and they let me, yeah, gave me permission to use the spigot if I needed over there, you know, the water spigot, you know, to put the fire out, that kind of thing. But yeah, y'all, hey, give me my impressions. I mean, obviously, what do you expect? I mean, you know, it's awesome saw. I mean, I thought it would be, met my expectations and then some, that's for sure. I think the one thing about the 500i that a lot of people talk about is the power to weight ratio. And that was something that I took note of for sure, and very impressed, you know, not heavy at all for me. Only like a pound and a half, maybe not even that much heavier than the 362C that I had before, but the power and the torque is just so much greater. You know, I could really tell it, especially cutting through some of those bigger logs there. This is all water oak. Yeah, it's pretty fresh. You know, it was delivered a little over a month ago. Yeah, y'all saw the clips there, just chewing right through it. You know, so yeah. Love the power to weight ratio for sure. It's really effortless, you know. You just, you know, put it where it needs to go and it just cuts right through it, you know, pretty easy. Obviously, compared to some other saws, especially my 261C, I'd be struggling out here to have gotten through all this wood. I mean, it took no time just to cut what I did, cut up for sure. So yeah, Chandler and the guys at Ace told me I would be amazed by it, and thankful I did, you know, make the purchase. Again, it's been something I've been wanting for a while. It's been on my radar. I've known about it for a couple of years now, and finally decided that since I got tree jobs on the docket and, you know, the firewood business, you know, processing the firewood seems to be going really well, and I feel like I said, I got the setup going, the perfect setup here with my land, you know, to be able to put it. I'm not paying rent like it was last year. And I just enjoy doing it. Gotta enjoy doing it, and I love a day like today. Come out here when it's too wet and dreary and damp, you know, to do any kind of lawn care work. Yeah, I just come out here and split wood and cut wood, you know. And all this new stuff that I split, obviously it'll be ready, like I said, maybe later this winter. If not, definitely the beginning of next fall will be good in season, you know, out here in the sun. You see no trees around, so it'll definitely dry out pretty well, you know, throughout next year, if that makes sense. But either way, guys, hey, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Love it. Glad I made the purchase, no doubt about it. And I'll definitely be doing some videos, you know, showing it in action, and with some of these jobs too. I may even do a tree job get started on later this week. Y'all can see it in action a little bit. Yeah, having a great day, guys. Hope you are as well. God bless you. We'll talk soon. See ya.